Okay, this poem is gargantuan, seems, and it's also maudlin, I believe. Wednesday, September the 22nd, 2021, I posted Anachronism 3369. It's called Whiz, Aplomb. And in parentheses underneath that, a waltz, for lack of further abstraction. Discrumply tis of thee. This needs work. In print. Okay, so now that the title's been offered, and it's in tercet, so, that's the waltz part. Please forget it because it's 100% irrelevant. Or is it? Damn, sorry, just kidding. It is. Irrelevant, I mean. Let me start again. Okay, so it's better today to use a phrase like sustained innovation than disruptive anything, is the premise here. I can see that, but let's not even begin to deny such reinvention, such innovation is always at play. And in terms of old, as in old school, business, or even just the notion of old-fashioned, especially in bidden hiss, that which brings in the dough, so to speak, which I'm not speaking, that is. In terms of old anything, things become flatulent, or else a fragment. Stagnant? Cannot read my own handwriting here. Today, the savvy are mostly always looking for any chinks in the armor. Our armoire. Our houri. Houri. Maybe I pronounced that wrong. Our own personal armor. Let's just... Our, O-W-E-R, own personal A-R-M-O-U-R. Arm is at the end of one tercet. O-U-R is at the beginning of another. To talk about what I was talking... I was talking about how I do that in the last recording. Which is confusing, and it's what I'm trying to do when I do that sometimes. Let's just leave it at that for now. The savvy today are just looking for chinks in our armor. Are always looking for such chinks, and I do mean always, and there just so happen to always be words, such as always, that I cannot for the life of me figure out what I meant to have written it to mean, though it be just written this morning. To continue, I do me, an always better, more colorful, more lucrative way of reaching that stated or desired goal, or of completely eradicating that sad goal of making sure one that's perhaps in the same family as the old goal, but has more panache and or most often necessarily gets the job done, and better and faster and cheaper. Am I missing something? Like cleaner or clearer? Yeah, more than likely. And let's be clear here, the way to the greatest could indeed be cheaper, even as millions of consumers are, more often than not, willing to dole out more money for the fastest, the tastiest, the most efficient aspects of the hypothetical result. It is, or did I write, is it? A no-win for the tried and true, the staid mechanisms which time and tide have shown are quite proven to work. What is working, after all? What is working is in caps. Do I even have to work? What's an office? What is, and here's an area, situated so specifically for its own destruction, and boy, what an area it is for disrupting and for being disrupted or disruptive. It's the parcel most positively in need of a change. Any chance of it being evolutionary process? It's an ecology for disrupting, for destroying, for rebuilding. It's in one's image, for your personal priorities, for your business priorities, for just because I wanna priorities. With whom should one speak? Are there any bots or a multitude of bots or even more bots plus robots with which to hug our consumers? To what should we most often non sequitur? To whom might one beg? You, my friends, are getting the idea. I can see a glimmer in your eye, the left one, at least, the one that seems always to be looking right at me. You're in the know, aren't you? Yeah, you know what? You're not only in the know, but you know perfectly well that you do that thing that you do and how it gets me. the street lamp, all the cats and dogs, other people, everything. You know what's imp and what's non-problematically ignored. You know what's in. And you're perhaps aware of the deus ex machina that's so obviously coming. And soon, let's hope. These are your tried and true and seminal and boring, was what you've been counting on for who knows how long, just to be certain that what needs to get done gets done. Right. Soon, each and every one of us left will be the grunts you've enslaved to ever so gleefully and effortlessly up the ante to change the universe, making every rockin' day, as it were, the last, as if nobody ever realized that the nightmares we all have could rather be used to wash and wear. Or did I simply write to weather? Or maybe it's whatever. But I think what it really says is wagon wheel? Yes, unlike humans who are exactly like me, I cannot spot one of you sad sacks in like an instant, so please kindly tell me if you've been rather generous. The chit that I shouldn't have given up today was so generous that I'm being like that last good man remaining, found just today, of my long gone species. Should I not quite simply and post hastily give up immediately? So the question before you is, should I give up today? And if so, on what? Should I insist then tomorrow? And do all of the machines, and do all of the processes, and do all the trees, and do all of the transport services, and do all of the beaches, and do all of the government agencies, and do all of the duds, all of the dates, and all of the plants, and all of the nuts. Decide what everyone else, that's exactly what we are, each and all made to do, to make this, and this unrepentantly distasteful decision all for me? And will, so far, the new year even, because by then I'll have all my pockets filled with nouveau cash, and I'll be working at a 3-star restaurant on a cruise ship, or else I'll be guest on the same cruise, or say each word might soon be available for sale, by which I mean, what planet should I colonize? Come on, you can tell me. It'll be our little secret. And pronto? And what new or imminently impending anomaly should I, meaning we, be worried about, or be preparing for, or be looking forward to? And what are the ways we can make ourselves the best we can be at the properest of times, so that we may receive what we then will receive in the most and the moistly appropriate manner, so as to indicate that we men are, in a manner of speaking, and I'm not, once again, and for the record, merely dicks. How swift and how economical. If we put our best efforts in all of our energies together, might we assist your universal entity in order to achieve said goal? Was a goal ever even mentioned? Why, you really are the best, is what I'm saying. Is what I'm nearly certain is what you'll be saying to me next. Because I really am about to be saving a ridiculous waste of life. A life of lifelessness, a life of foul will, a life of sour little pills, a dour life that I shall never put 1 ounce of effort into pushing onto a piece of pimpernel papier, even if it were a roll of the quaintest pimpernel-colored toilet paper, because no anomaly, me, I have worked out that I'd come to your rescue despite all the thoughts based on strategies you might have had to the contrary, despite your complete lack of faith in humanity and us human losers. And while you're at it, what was your name again? Might you direct me to the nearest all-inclusive, omnisexually safe, meaning both omnisexual and safe, lavatory? Or to the nearest visible roof? To the roof designed for its whizzability? Take me to your whizzing roof, so that I can take a piss while simultaneously doing myself the favor of having a quick and dirty pick-me-up.